Hey YouTube, this is my iguana. I named her Miss Iguana. I bought her in August, I think 24th. When I bought her, she was pretty bad. Um, she was living in a dog cage, so it wasn't that high. And as you can tell, her tail's actually been broken off at the end here. I saw her on Kijiji and I felt sorry for her, so I bought her off the guy. I built her this cage. It's 6 feet high, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet deep. I put 2 shelves on it, one for her basking, and then one for her food there. And then there's the bottom floor. The bottom floor is actually tiled. Let's see, as you can see there. Me and my dad we moved into a new house a couple of years ago, and they left tiles in case if they broke. So me and my dad just took the tiles and built them into the cage. I bought only 4 of these because that's all the PetSmart had, and I'm hoping to go back there soon and buy a couple more to go around the whole cage, just make it more nice and like her actual habitat would be. Right now there's about 2 or 3 feet of snow, so I couldn't really put an actual real stick like this one. That one came with when I bought her. He had it in the cage and it was the only thing she had to climb on. But I'm gonna look for in the summer or in the spring another stick about this long. I have plastic mesh for the actual thing, so she can't hurt herself on it. She climbs all the time, all up and down it, instead of actually using the stick. Right there is, I have the locks. I have one on the top for just this door, and then if you go down, I got little door handles here I bought at Rona. And then at the bottom here I have another lock for the other door. At first I was thinking not to put the locks, and then she actually did break out one day when I was at work, so I had to go out and buy locks from somewhere. I'm thinking about buying bigger ones and putting them right across here, because right now the board's actually starting to morph. I have 2 hinges on it for each door, one there, one there. The actual frame of it's made out of a 2x2, and then I put 3/4 inch plywood and put about 3-4 coats of green on. The green paint I actually got from my sister's room. She painted her room that color. I have 2 lights. I have the heat lamp, and that's I think 100 watt, and then I have a 100 watt UAV light right there. It seems to do the job. And then right behind these leaves I actually have like the humidifier and thing. It's actually at 20, I think it says 25.9 degrees with almost 30% humidity. I actually recommend getting it. It's the Fluxer's digital one. I've been feeding my iguana about every other day on the plate there. About, I'd say a pound. I get the spring mix and I put about half the box in it and I put it on the plate. Then I buy a bag of the shredded carrots and put it on it. And then I buy some blueberries because that's her favorite fruit. And I also take a tablespoon of this and sprinkle it on. If you actually read it, it tells you to, I know you can't see it there because the camera won't focus in, but it tells you to put it on the food every time you feed it. And I put it on what it tells me. It tells me a tablespoon per pound, so I put on about 1.5 to 2 pounds of stuff. So I put about 1.5 to 2 scoops of it. I bought this right here, the Zilla Light Center. You can program it in for each one. The blue actually means night and the yellow means day. The white ones are just what you can set to anything. Then I just have an extension cord going behind my bed and plugs into the cord there. My iguana, for the way she was treated before, is actually really nice. As you can see, she had 2 scabs like that, one on either side of her face, but it hasn't changed her overall likability. She's really nice, wouldn't hurt anyone. She's never whipped anyone, even though her tail's busted. She's whipped my dog, but that was my dog's fault. My dog doesn't go near her now. He's actually scared of him. I have an English bulldog, by the way. But I need to get her nails done. I live in Newcastle, Ontario, and in Bowmanville there's a place called Jackie's Critter and Things, and if you take your animal there, like any lizard that you have, and you want to get the nails done, she actually does it for free. So I'm just waiting until it's a little hotter, and I'm gonna take her there and see what the lady says and ask her if she'd be able to do the nails. In a couple weeks, there is a reptile expo in Mississauga, and I'm planning on going there with my mom. And I want to get there's 3 different types of chameleons I want to get. The Jackson chameleon. I want to get a male one because of the horns. Or I want to get a veal chameleon or a panther. I want to get a panther just because of the colors naturally they are, and a veal one just because they're basic. And then the Jackson because of the horns. But thanks, YouTube, and please subscribe. As you can see, the picture I just showed you guys, that was her in her old previous cage when I first got her. She was a lot thinner. I can't really do the picture from what it looks like, sort of. But she's gained actually quite a bit of weight. Like, you can't, before I could see her ribs, you sort of can't now. Her tail's actually getting bigger. I'm hoping she'll still hit around 4.5, 5 feet, but I'm not quite sure. Like, I've read up on them. I don't know a hell of a lot about iguanas, but I know they can get, I read up that they can get up to 7 feet long. I know because of her tail that she won't, so I'm hoping she'd get about 4.5, 5 feet. Right now she's actually starting to get tired. She just finished her food that I put up there yesterday, and I think she's just getting ready to go to bed. Thanks, YouTube, and subscribe.